Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Engelgeist, and my name is Daniel. Thank you for those of you that are new. Welcome to the channel. Have a look around. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I greatly appreciate it. Big shout out to all my Patreon subscribers. For those of you that want to subscribe to my Patreon page, you can feel free to do so. There's a monthly subscription over there that allows you, to support the channel. And that is greatly, what's the word I'm looking for? Ooh, it's greatly appreciated because it helps to keep this content free for those that maybe can't afford to subscribe. I am available for private readings if you want. You can message me at my Facebook business page. All that stuff is linked on the YouTube page. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube page. I would greatly appreciate that. Any likes, shares, comments, subscribe are all forms of supporting the channel. This is the forecast. Oh, and you can follow me at Engelgeist333 on Instagram. So this is the forecast for the 25th, Tuesday of February 25th. It is a timeless message, so it is intended for those that watch it on the 25th, but it's for the highest good of the collective. So if this is showing up in your Facebook feed and it's not the 25th of February, continue to watch the video. The message might be in alignment with where you are right now, okay? So this is just sort of to kind of insight into what we might be looking at throughout our day, where we need to concentrate our intentions, that sort of thing. Let's see what the cards have in store for us. Okay, so our first card is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords always, obviously represents sort of heartache for me, right? Swords being the element of air and the intellect, this is not always like sort of the best card. But to me, what I'm looking at and what I feel about this card is this feels like a really big heart. It feels like there's a lot of love within my viewers right now. It feels like there might be some of you that have sort of given more than you absolutely possibly thought that you could. And I feel like you guys are actually stronger than you realized. I feel like there's a learning lesson in this card. There's an opportunity here to for us to sort of remove some of these self-limiting thoughts, which I feel like are these three self-imposed swords within our heart, to sort of remove them and allow them to sort of heal those wounds in the heart, and to realize how strong we actually are, to realize that it's not like a detriment to operate from the heart. I feel like we sometimes are fearful. Ooh, I'm gonna get a little sad. Sometimes we are fearful from living in our heart for fear of getting hurt, right? And we carry in our hearts sometimes some of the past pain, invalidation, just, I don't know, just like sort of the sadness of experiences from our past, and that sort of tempers who we are in the present world or in our present moment. Sometimes we make decisions from that place of fear of being hurt again. And I feel like this card is coming up today to be a reminder, not that we're going to get hurt, but that, like, let's think about the idea of where are we hurt? What hurt us? When did it hurt us? How did it hurt us? Did it even belong to us? Can we take these swords and sort of pull them out? To me, the beauty of this card is this heart seems so big and strong. And it's still sort of, to me, like beating or pumping, right? Even though it's got these like sort of swords or these ideas, these thoughts, these beliefs, these invalidations that have harmed it from the past, it's time to sort of shed those. It's time to let them go. It's time to live from our heart and be more realistic. Swords and all, right? Like, allow ourselves to sort of shine from that space and acknowledge the strength that we have in there, regardless of the experiences that we maybe have had, right? I don't feel like anybody needs to worry. Like, this doesn't feel to me like it's a betrayal or anything like that. This feels like this is older, deep-seated stuff that we need to kind of let go of or remove from our space, and start to acknowledge ourselves at this like strong, beautiful, bold heart level, and operate from this place, realizing that, you know, the swords that were placed here, the experiences, the sadness, the despair that we've maybe felt in our heart, it has never killed us. It has never taken us over. It's actually made our heart almost maybe stronger, more knowledgeable, more aware, more powerful. So to me, this feels like a reminder to lead from the heart today. Live from your heart, own your heart, and don't fear it, right? Don't fear it, and don't allow the sort of the thoughts, the ideas, the swords of the past be the guide here. Now, the next card from the Work Your Light deck is called the Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So when I look at this, obviously, you know, we see this woman here with these blossoms, like sort of looking down in this placid water, looking at her reflection, the reflections of her emotions. And that ties into this heart, right? We store a lot of our emotions in our heart. Our heart is our emotional center, really. And when it asks, you know, the mirror is sort of like what is triggering us, I think that this Three of Swords is sort of a mirror for us to look at what thoughts, what limiting beliefs, what invalidations, what pain from the past is sort of are we leading with in our life? What are we sort of allowing to kind of dictate to us in our experience how we move through the world? Are we moving through the world with a clear and unfettered heart? Are we moving through the world, you know, guarded and in fear? This mirror card to me says, like, take a deep look. Allow yourself to sort of to delve into the emotions of the past, the sadness, the pain, whatever that may be for you, and release it. You know, today's an awesome time to release it. We've been seeing that artist card all week, which says to me that, like, it's time to let that go. It's time to sort of let some of these swords that are in our heart go, and allow that heart to be the mirror that we use to sort of go out into the world, to mirror back that love. Remember, we had that beautiful green malachite energy stone that showed up in the beginning of the week. That's sort of the underpinning of all of this. So we want to be working from that heart chakra. So it doesn't surprise me that this Three of Swords shows up with this giant heart here. It's like, where in our heart have we been harmed, and where can we sort of release that from the mirror that is our heart, so that we can shine a truer light of love out into the world and create a different experience for ourselves. The stone for today is on obsidian, which is something to ground into, and it's angel. Call in your angels, guys. Call in your guides. Call in anybody that you need to call in that is of assistance to you, that can help you to sort of see the beauty that is within your heart, that can help you to sort of, I would say, you know, call in Archangel Raphael and ask him to help you remove the past pain of your heart, the past fear, the past worry, the past loss. Our hearts are a mirror of who we are. They're also, we reflect them out into the world. Are we reflecting from a place of fear? Are we reflecting from a place of worry? Are we reflecting from a place of, you know, insecurity? These roses here also make me think of, like, sort of the fragility and the beauty of, and the growth that we have within us. And as she reaches down to sort of touch that reflection in the water, you know, we have to sort of reach down and look at reach inward and look at ourselves and what's going on in our hearts. What are we feeling? And if we feel scared to do that, this angel stone says to me that we can sort of ground in angelic sort of healing, angelic guidance, spirit guidance, our own spirit even, to guide us through this process. This won't be an easy process, right? This will be emotional, right? But it will be so beneficial and so worth it, because we're shedding away some of the deeper, more heartfelt pains that we sort of make our choices by in the day-to-day world, that we sort of allow to lead us, and we don't need them anymore. They're no longer any good for us. They can be released. Who or what is triggering you, it says here in this mirror card. It's all going to be in your heart. Find it. Ask your angels to help you release it with ease and grace and in a safe sort of way. It's similar to calling in Archangel Michael to cut the cords. Allow yourself that opportunity, that sort of blessing. All right, you guys, that's your forecast for the 25th. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense. Please leave me a comment, a like, a share, a subscribe. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so very, very much for tuning in. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.